Tiger Kung Fu is better than yours. I don't think you're good enough to avenge your master.
What's up, Maniacs, and welcome to the Statue Matinee, where today I'll be reviewing this piece. It is a Batman-inspired statue. It's basically taken from the Batman Hush storyline. If you haven't read it, catch up on it. It's Batman issues 608 to 609. Written by Jeff Loeb at the time and illustrated by Jim Lee. So this is definitely a Jim Lee inspired type of design going on here, and I love it, man. It is an awesome statue. If you've seen renders of it or pictures on Facebook, nothing compares to having the statue here next to you or in hand when you can actually see its presence. It's a really good statue. The sculpt is awesome. It's not a really complicated sculpt. It is basically, on the piece itself, there's only six pieces. You got the base, the body, the cape, the portrait, and two switch outs for his arm. So that's really cool. The sculpt is done by Avi A. If you're not familiar with his work, you can find him on Facebook. And his work is pretty good. He tends to do very muscular characters. So personally, I like that. I like the Lou Ferrigno's, the Frank Colombo, Lee Haney type of physique for specific characters, not for all the characters. Like Daredevil, I don't want him jacked up and bulked. Spider-Man, not jacked up and bulked. But for Batman, he can go either way. He's one of those characters that aesthetically, he's pleasing, looking like jacked up, like he took some juice before heading out. You know what I mean? So I like that. Other people don't like that. So it's all a preference of your tastes. So, but the sculpt is really good. You see all his musculature. He's got freaking Quadzilla. Look at those things. They're huge. And it's basically just perched on a ledge and ready for action. But the sculpt of it is really good. I don't see anything wrong with it. The way the cape flows and everything, he sculpted it really well. I'm sure per the producer's wishes and his idea for the piece. The design of it is simple. It basically it's probably taken from one of the Jim Lee pages from the storyline, or the concept is kind of like a mix of what the sculptor was doing and some of references from the comic book that he looked at. But the design is really good. Like I said, basically he's perched, ready for action, jumping off the building ledge. Now, the base itself is pretty, it's not heavy, but it's not light either. There's enough there to hold the piece in place so it doesn't like wobble back and forth. It's basically him on the ledge, ready to jump off into action. And it looked like it might have been raining just before that, because there's some like water on top of the ledge. And over here on this part of the building, so it looks like it was a rainy day, windy day. Hence, it's probably his cape is flapping and he's holding it. He's holding it with his right hand. On the base itself, you got two plaques. The first plaque you got here is this top one, this side one. It says Gotham City on it. It's really cool. And there's like a little landscape on the back over here, which it looks like there's like the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center, on this background right there. So that's pretty cool. So an homage to the World Trade Center. I like that. I mean, what else can it be? There's just two towers coming up, so it's probably that. Then on the back of the base, on the front right there, you have the gargoyle. Gargoyles are used basically as a drainage spout from these big buildings. You see them all over the big metropolitan cities. So Gotham has quite a few all over the place. And basically when it rains a lot, it just drains out of here. Usually there's a spout in the mouth and the water drains from the roof of the buildings. On the other side, you have another plaque, and it says Ace Chemicals with an arrow pointing that way. So it's it's cool. It's pretty detailed. What's cool, before you put the figure on the base, there's like tread marks where his boots go. So that's nice. It goes right there, and that's like an added touch, I guess, to the tread marks, and then that's pretty much it for the base. Like I said, the design is well thought out. Pretty simple. It's not a complicated design. Have you seen many illustrations with this type of pose on Batman? One leg up, one leg down, ready for action. Now, the best part of this design that I like, the statue that I like, is this cape, man. This wraparound cape. Look at this. Comes down here, goes all the way up to his gauntlet over here, and just comes around. It's huge. Props to the guys who packaged this, because it came in one piece. It didn't break, so that's awesome. I hate it when I get a broken piece, then I got to deal with shipping back and forth, or if the producer doesn't want to help out, he'll give you a credit refund, and you got to ship it to a guy who can fix it. It's a pain in the ass. I don't want to deal with pains in the asses. So I don't want to deal with that. But the cape is beautiful. Look at this thing, man. What? It is huge. It's a standout piece. It's the standout on this whole statue. It's really good. I love it. It comes with one portrait, and it's right here. You take it off. And another cool thing about this cape is so heavy that it comes with these two prongs the cape itself fits in the keys with no problem. But they added these two metal prongs, little metal rods that hold the cape in place. So that's an added bonus, because that shit is not moving. It's staying right there. And this portrait, super cool. Check it out. I like it. It's Jim Lee. And I didn't use my gloves, man. God damn it. I like wearing the gloves so not to get the grease on the head of the statue itself. Take one from Mike Lee, Cartel from Hell. No grease on my piece. So I usually like to wear gloves when I touch the statues. It also comes with a switch out gauntlet hand. This one has the grappling gun, so he shoots this to another building and then he swings from it. And it also comes with a switch out hand, which is basically the gauntlet hand, and it comes with two batarangs. The first batarang, which is this one, fits here pretty easy. It doesn't have an issue. It holds, it doesn't move, you can shake it around and it doesn't move. But the second batarang, it's kind of flimsy. The little cut that's supposed to hold it doesn't really stay. I mean, you could put it on it, but it kind of just like hangs loose. So you put it there, and it's kind of just what it is. I mean, if you're not gonna be moving the piece around, I'll show you. You put it there, and it kind of stays. You just can't wobble the piece. I prefer the other hand, so we're gonna put that on there. I prefer the other hand to this hand, to the batarang hand. So I prefer that to come here. You gotta be careful with these when you're switching out when you're switching out like any part of the statue. Be careful not to drop the piece, because accidents do happen. So the quality of this piece is really good. It's the base is not too heavy, which is okay. You know what I mean? It's it's resin, so it's not bad. But the body itself is quality. It's heavy. It's really there. And then the cape is heavy. I mean, super heavy. And it's done good. Everything fits in place. The keys are strong. They connect, and everything is in order. So the paint app looks fantastic. You got some browns over here on top. You got browns in the building. You got some vines here who are kind of like rusty, but it's just the shading of the browns. This is the black and white version. There was two versions. One was the blue version, and one was the black and white version. I preferred the black and white version, my preference. But the paint app is really on. There's no smudging. There's no overspray anywhere. It's etched really fine, so it's really good. There's a lot of texture on the suit. It looks like Velcro texture, that kind of thing. So that's not bad. I like that there's texture on the suit. There's a lot of texture on the back of the cape and some shading. I know it's like, how are you gonna shade the black on black? But right here between the ridges of the cape, there are some shading. Like I said, this cape is fucking bonkers. It's really, really nice cape. I like it. But the paint app is really good on it. I mean, it's black and white. It's the black version, so black and grays. You got the yellow on the utility belt, which is etched pretty good. It's got a little brown in it, and everything is good. I don't see nothing that, like, dinges or anything like that. So a thumbs up on that on the paint app. Overall, I like this. It's really cool. If you're a Batman collector, definitely, if you can pick this up. I don't think you can get this from the producer anymore, but you can probably get it from BST or something like that, from another collector. I would highly recommend getting it if you're a big Batman fan. This is one to keep. Put it with your collection. Just an amazing statue. Overall, they did a great job on this. Look at that. That cape. Whew. I haven't seen a better cape done in a long, long time. For all the ones that have capes. Just that it's just flowing. It's like flowing in the wind. Love it. Alright. So that's it. Give it a thumbs up. Definitely get it if you can. It's worth it. Join me next time on Statue Matinee while I'll be reviewing another piece. That's it. Thanks, guys. See you around. Peace.